beautiful people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. Hope you're having an amazing day. Hope you enjoyed the flower bouquet tray. I think it turned out kind of cool. Now the next time I do it, I might do more like a deep green. I wanted a dark color in it to pop all the light colors. So I may do it, if I do it again, I may do it with like a deep forest hunter's green kind of idea with some fine glitter, not the, I use the chunky in it. And I think the fine glitter might have been a little bit better for that. But I love how it turned out. It looked like a hot mess when you first looked at it, right? And it's just kind of cool how it just, you flip it up and it just looks like amazing. So today we're going to get into doing some painting again, hand painting. We're going to do some hydrangeas on this little 12 by 12 inch canvas. We're going to do some 3 different color hydrangeas on this big, well, not big, but on this canvas, because I think it'd be kind of cool. I enjoyed, like I said, hand painting. This is some of the stuff that I've done. Did this for my husband on a nice piece of wood. A cute little raccoon. And look, see, it is me. It is me. I'm going to my dad's this weekend, and he has a whole everything I've ever painted has gone to my dad's. So if you want, just put in the description box and I'll do a short little video and I'll go around and show you all the painted stuff I've made. I've made clocks, I've done tables, I've done what is it, ink, like just basic ink drawings as well. And yeah, so leave in the description, let me know, and when I go there, I'll make a little collage video of some stuff. So with that, we're just going to get right into it today. So I'm going to get my paints together. Again, we're doing it on a 12 by 12 inch gallery wrap canvas. And I'll see you guys in just a second when I get my stuff together. If that ever happens, everything together. Okay, we are back. I am sort of ready, as if you're ever ready. So this is a 12 by 12 inch gallery wrapped. I got these at the dollar store. This is $6. And also on my way to my dad's, probably on the way home, I'm going to that big dollar store again. And I'm going to see if I can actually maybe do a little video in there. So we'll see. This thing is huge. It's the size of a Kmart. When Kmart left, I don't know if it was Kmart or Target, left, this dollar store took over their spot. So anyways, enough of that. We are going to do a base coat. I want to do basically darkest green I can. And then I'm going to throw in some highlights with these 2 Pebios. And that's going to be our background. So let's just throw some paint on here. Doesn't have to be a thick coat. It just has to be a paint coat. I'm just going to use one of these chip brush. I'm going to wet it. I got a little cup of water. I'm going to wet it, dampen it off, take off the excess off that. And here we go, guys. We are just going to get into this. And I think I might be adding maybe a little bit of black. Let me get some black because I want that quite darker. I guess I'm using my Artist Loft acrylic flow black because I want it to be a dark background so that we can, there, that's a bit better. So it's kind of green, but dark all at the same time. And it's really more for the, just the backdrop of everything, right? It's not going to be, you're going to get these nice bright colors and you want them to pop. And I'm going to be honest with you, this canvas is not the best. I'm just getting some off the top to do the edges. And again, this is just me playing around. I've done hydrangeas, but I've done them kind of in depth where you're, you know, taking your time, you're doing, that's the thing with that raccoon I showed you. There's like, I mean, hours into that because you do one color. And that was the thing with toll painting. There was probably 900 colors in that one little painting. You do layer upon layer, you let it dry, you sand it, you come back and do another layer, you do a highlight, and then you do a shade, and then but with this kind, we are not doing all of that extra work. We're just gonna play. I don't care about the sides, guys. I just want a green on it. And make sure you get into those corners. And like I said, if some of this is lifted, I don't care at the moment. My canvas is sinking in. This is not the best canvas, I said that already, didn't I? Okay, so I'm going to wash this out. I'm going to get out my blow dryer because I want to dry this before I start the next process. And I'll be right back, my friends. Okay, executive decision. Do not like this canvas at all. Like, I don't know if you can see how flimsy, like look at that, like look how that is. So instead of me doing all of this on top and it actually turns out nice, I'm gonna get rid of this canvas. And I have this black 12 by 12. This is from Michaels. I am going to now redo the top. And actually it'll work out better because it's black, and we're just gonna put some green on here and it might work. So we're just gonna do this. Actually, that'll be a little bit better. Just crisscross. It's funny how the green looks different on the white. It looks so much brighter on that white. Sides as we're going, and if we're I know I boast about the dollar store, but that's weird. That one was just way, and I put water on the back and tried to dry it because I know that's a thing to tighten your canvases, right? And that didn't work. So here we are. Base coat number 2, canvas number 2. And I like to go on an angle because I'm an odd duck. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got paint on the edging. I'm going to put a little bit more on my brush because it's kind of hard to tell with the black, but you want to make sure there's paint there. Sorry about that, guys. I just thought that canvas, I like the idea that it was gallery wrapped. They switched their some of the canvas brands that they bring in, because normally the ones that they bring in are not that black on it. I think they're Craft Smart or something, and they're usually really good quality. It's where I get the ovals. That's where I was getting my round ones. All right, here we go. Last one. Perfect. There we go. I was gonna put a streak of this in there, but I think that'll be a bit much. So again, I'm gonna, sorry, put you on pause, and we will dry this. I'll be right back, guys. That is funny. Look, it dried black. Like, that is hilarious. I'm gonna do, oh my. I wasn't meant to paint today, my friends. I'm gonna put this on, and we're gonna mix some of that in there. That is hilarious. Is that not funny? Just a little. Actually, I'll wait a second. Let me get my brush back. I stuck it in the water again because I thought I was done. So there you go, my friends. See, you gotta pay attention. Live and learn through Sherry. Here, let me get this. Oh, such a mess, such a mess. All right, I'm just trying to wipe this off as much as I can. Perfect. That is hilarious because it was definitely green. And we're gonna cover basically the whole canvas because I'm gonna do huge hydrangeas. I'm not gonna do little wee guys, I'm gonna do them big. So this is just so that you, if there's any gaps where I put my flowers, then there's green in behind, right? Now let's do a little streak of this guy. And again, it is not going to be realistic, my friends. Why? Because it is abstract art. I knew my Pebeo wouldn't let me down. There we go. Just a tad, just enough in there. We'll do the sides again. Wow. Too funny, eh? And you never know, I might be back for base coat number 3. Is there not a song? Mambo number 3. All right. One more. And I will not put my brush in. I just need to pull up a little bit more so I can finish this side. And again, there's already paint on there just to give it a nice little, all right, we're gonna blow dry this. Hopefully it'll stay green. I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, I am back. We are going to do 3 flowers, blue. It's gonna be pink or purple, like, cause I'll show you, and orange. I don't know if there's orange hydrangeas, but we're gonna make one. So what we are doing is, I wanted to do yellow, but I don't have a very deepy yellow. But anyways, I'm going to do, just using this is that chalk pencil. I can't find the white one. As I said before, I cleaned up my whole table and I can't find it. So we're gonna do, I wanted them to be big. So I'm gonna do 3 big flowers. So we're just gonna go 1, And I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this because I can hardly see it. 2, 3. And I'm not going to put flower. I'm not going to put leaves. I'm not doing any of that. So I've got 3. They're intertwining, right? There's not one in the center. I don't know if you can see it. And that's what we're doing. So I'm just going to put this here so I can put my paints on it. So I'm going to put, this is the Artist Loft. This is a Brilliant Blue. This is funny. This is, they were throwing these away. They're shields for your masks and stuff for where I was working at the one point. And this one is the Liquitex Prism Violet. I'm still on the fence. I want to do a yellow, but I don't know what to do as a backdrop because I don't have. Let me do this. I would really like to do one this color, but I don't think I have enough in there. We're not doing this. Again, Sherry's doing an executive decision. This is Cadmium Yellow Light Hue Liquitex Basics. We're gonna put a chunk here. All right, so those, and that I'll get rid of, and that I'll get rid of. Okay, and then I'm using, this is Liquitex, this is Titanium White, because this is how we're gonna lighten it. We're gonna bring some white into the picture, because you're gonna start off base coating each of these flowers with the base color. And I am just going to use let me get my brushes. We're using Filberts today. These are the ones, like I said, it's a set from the dollar store. So you don't have to be expensive, but as you're painting and you decide that you would like to do that, it's good to buy a couple of good quality brushes. So I'm probably going to use between these two ones. And I'm going to use this flat brush. This is a square 3/4 inch. And I'm going to bring in possibly a liner. We'll see. You could also paint them with this brush, this type of brush. See, this is the kind of set that I was buying. So like I said, to play around, you don't have to go out and, spend a fortune just to try and see if you like it. So I'm going to base coat. Where are we going to put them? So we will do the blue, and you're just going to just get a good coat. And you can see, I'm just going to bring that, and I'm going to bring this here this way. I just want you to be able to see what I'm doing with this palette as well, because we're going to be blending. And you want a full coat. And the edging, you don't want a sharp edge, so you can come in and stipple the edge. Just bring your brush straight up and down and just tap so it's not like a straight line. And you can go out past your circle that you drew. You just want to, They call this pouncing. You can pounce your brush, and there we go. One base coat. I'm gonna get another piece of paper towel here. We're gonna rinse this out, and we're gonna go into the purple. Like, again, this is just a base. I should have started with the yellow. This is just a base coat. This is gonna be completely covered. So let's do the purple here. You just want to, like I said, start with just a base coat. And then come around and just kind of stipple on the edging. And where those two meet, you can stipple in there. Stipple, pounce, a couple different words for this. And then just even out that top coat. The more I paint it, the more it comes off. We may have to do a second coat on both of those, just because the color in the back is so dark. I'm just rinsing this out. I want to make sure it's all out of there, because we're going into the yellow. It's hard because this is so bright compared to the other ones. I'm tempted to put maybe, where did I put? I'm gonna put just like that. And we're gonna see. Just because I want it to be darker. Because we're gonna come in with all of this light color on top. And it gives it that 3 dimension. This one we'll take right off the canvas. And you can pounce hard with your brush. It isn't going to ruin it. It'll look like it is, but it's not. I'm going to blow dry this, and we are going to do a second coat because these are not, yeah, as deep and vibrant as I want, or you know what I mean. They're not completely covered. So I'm going to blow dry these, and I'll be right back, guys. We are back. I'm just going to do a second coat on this, especially the yellow. And you just want to make sure the canvas is covered, because you don't want... And this one's going to look like it's over top the other two. Because I think those two colors will be fine. But I want to make sure. See, my brush looks like it's dead, but it's good. There. And we'll do one more little coat in the center, just so you have a base to put your little flowers on. Perfect. And we are done with this brush, so I'm going to rinse it out. It's just plain old water, guys. Nothing fancy. All right. So I might take... No, I'm not. I wasn't going to do anything in the back, but we're not doing it. Okay, so I'm going to start working. I'm going to flip it. We'll start working on this because the yellow one looks like it's on the top the way we got it going. So we're going to start. And I'm taking, this one is a, there is no numbers. Oh, this one says a number 4. And this is the, I'll show you this. This is the Filbert. This is the rounded edge brush compared to this one they call a flat brush. You see how it's just like a basic square on the top. And this one's rounded. So, let's go, let's go. I don't know. We're just gonna load it up. And I'm not doing... We're doing the other one first. What am I doing? Sherry's confused today. So we're gonna start with the blue. So we're gonna load up the brush. Add just a little bit of the white. We'll bring some white over to the side. You're seeing that, I hope. All right, come back in. Just gonna try and wipe off the excess. There we go. You want to load your brush, but not over. And then we're just gonna start. You just basically, and that's it. Hydrangea has roughly 4 petals. And I think I'm gonna actually maybe try the smaller one. That's a little bit bigger than what maybe I want, because you're pressing down on it, right? Yep, okay, so I'm switching it to, this one is the 0. Now you can use whatever one you want. I just would like the petals to be a little bit smaller. So here we go. Just load it all up. Go with your dark color first and just make quick little petals. It's nothing hard, nothing extravagant. And we're going to come back and do a second layer of petals. So up, lay it down, and drag it. And again, it's all abstract. It's all an illusion, guys. So you go down. So you've got it loaded. Make sure it's kind of flat. Place your petal and then bring it down. And that's it. just keep doing it all over. And the harder you push, the bigger the petal, right? Mix a little bit. And as you get to the top, you're gonna, this layer doesn't matter if they really look like flowers, because we're probably gonna do about 3 layers of petals. And this is just the under layer, just to give it that depth. And it doesn't have to be completely dry before you go over to the next one, which is fine. You can go over your lines, and you doesn't have to do 4 on each one. You can do 3. You can even go from inward and out. You just get a different shape of a flower petal, right? Let me just go here. Put 2 or 3 in one spot just to cover up. And it's easier when you're at home. You can pick your canvas up and you can hold it. You don't have to just gonna put it this way so I can get this way a little bit better. Like I said, just this bottom one is just the illusion, guys. You can tell I'm concentrating, I'm quiet. It doesn't happen very often. And try and cover those couple bright ones maybe. Go down here. A little bit of, just a little bit of that white in there. Maybe not that much white. There we go. Up, pounce, up, pounce. And again, I could have done the bigger ones in the back. Maybe I'll do that with the other 2. And then make them a little smaller. And they don't have to be full flower petals, right? You can just put the odd one in there so you can, it's just kind of covering the background. Sorry if I'm in your way there. See? I have to get myself an easel because doing it this way is not good for my back. down here, I'm going to bring in a couple of loose ones, and then we're, like I said, it's going to be three-dimensional, so I want over here, off the canvas, off where I put that stipply. So it's not so uniformed. There we go. I'm going to rinse this one out. And we'll come in with the purple. But I'm going to go back to the big one. And then this way you can cover it a little quicker. And then come in with the finer ones for the yeah, this is good. I said, this one you can hardly see, well, I can. I'm having a hard time differentiating, which is fine because you want it to, like I said, this is where you get that depth. And because I'm using the same color, you probably don't even have to do the whole. Just an illusion that they're in there somewhere. Perfect. There's air silence. I'm sorry, guys. Quite a bit of paint on there, so I want to get it. And this one, it don't matter how your brush goes, if you bring it this way, or if you pull it this way, or pull it that way. Because again, it's the under layer, right? Just want that illusion that there are petals in there. So I'm just going to come back and see where I might have put one petal here and there. That one's good. We'll do the yellow. Then we're going to let them dry in between. This ain't gonna do anything. That's hilarious. Oops, I get that out there. So with the yellow, I'm gonna have to start to bring in some of the white. That's why I didn't want to do the yellow. It's kind of a hard color to... So this is going to be kind of more so white on the top, I think. Just mixing some more white in there. I'm just going to go around the edge and just kind of do like a petal. Just going to lift this up because I did do it on the side. So I'm just, I don't know if you can see, I'm just trying to give it an illusion that the petal is kind of over. Load that brush up a little more. There, I think that's good for being over, and then we'll finish. You can kind of see the depth in the, so what, oh. I'm going to try to come over so it looks, yeah, I think that's good. And then bring, I didn't want it to be, because they can both intertwine, right, the colors. Kind of the same idea as how I was doing the one bling bling that I did that had flowers coming down the middle. Kind of the same idea. I'm going to put some more yellow on my, there we go. easier to see the colors on the yellow, obviously, but once we start bringing in some of the highlights on that, that'll look pretty. You'll see the depth. I'm trying to get where the canvas, you can see bits. So you want to make sure your brush is well loaded. And even for this first layer, to be honest, you could probably just do like this crisscross layer, like this. I want to make sure. The proper petals on the edges. There. Let that dry, and then we're going to come back and we'll start doing another layer with just a little bit of dark ones with some highlights in it. So I'll see you guys when this is dry. I'll be back in a bit, guys. Okay, I'm back. Now I'm going to probably use a combination of these two filberts. The one is the 4, the one is the 0. We're going to start off with the blue. I'm going to start with the bigger one, and let me grab a stick, and we're going to bring some of this white over closer to the blue. There, separate it a little bit so I have 3 different spots that I can combine, because you want to mix. Now we're going to go lighter. Take that. And we're going to start. Too light. Let me just wipe off the light that I got in there. And I think I will switch to the smaller brush. I haven't painted in so long, guys. So I'm picking it back up with you guys. Okay. And just, like I said, this is just like the illusion. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Flatten my brush out. There we go. I don't know if you can see the depth in it starting. A little of that lighter mixture. And if it's not blended completely, that's awesome because it gives it a little bit of a three-dimension. This one's too bright for me, that one. Oh, well. Yeah, that's better. Cover up that bright, bright one there. Because in the next layer, we'll come in with some bright ones and some, still some dark ones as well. Battery died. So I'm going to stop and show you. Do you see the depth in that? I don't know if you're seeing it on the camera or not. So we're just going to keep on going. And these ones you can leave like the black, the background showing. Like you don't need to put as many, if that makes any sense. Just gonna flip it this way so I can get at that a little better. A little white, but you don't want a whole lot because this layer you don't want to. You want it bright, but not. Because the next layer you'll have more of your highlighted petals. And on some of these, you've noticed I had too much paint. So you see these little lumps. It'll be good for the upper, like your top layer, but if it's the under layer, it makes it hard to come back and do the, because you have that rough spot, right? Like there's a big one right there. It's kind of hard to come back and put another petal over top of that one because it's a textured. I think that's good. And then we're gonna come back in, we can fill in where some of those holes are. I'm gonna give you a closer look at. Right, so when we come in with the highlight, we can fill in where some of those other ones are. So I'm gonna wash this out and we'll do the purple. And here we go. So I'm gonna scoop a little bit of that white and bring it down in here. But we still do not want, try and spread this out. I'm gonna take off the excess off this brush. So you want it a little bit light, but not a whole bunch. I'm getting a little bit too much paint on this one. There we go. I'm just, oh, this is gonna turn out pretty. And I know I'm gonna get people, oh, you should have put leaves, but I'm not doing the leaves. We're just gonna do this for now. And then I'll show you how to do leaves maybe in another video. I've got to keep you coming back, my friends. That one's a bit sloppy, but like again, you're gonna come in with highlights, guys. Cover the ones that don't look very pretty. And I don't know if you can see, I'm rotating my brush. So I'm getting the paint off both sides. Oh, getting my nails done. These are foils. If anybody was asking, it's not actual nail polish, which is crazy. It was an ombre foil. That it was like a basic, was the a purpley, bright purple colored base coat, and then they came in with foils, an ombre foil, and then he did glitter on the edge and kind of worked it way down. I'm jumping all over the place here, guys. And you don't even have to really do much with the brush. You can even bring it, bring it down, and then just tap it and bring it up. Now the next layer, you're gonna want them to be prettier, if you can. All right, because it's gonna be your final layer. And just put, you know, one leaf here, just to cover in. And you don't want to fully cover all of that underneath as well, right? Because you want that depth. Getting a glare there. I think that's good, guys. What do you think? Pretty cool. And then we'll come in with the yellow. The yellow one's going to be kind of a hard one. You're not going to get much until you get into that highlights with that yellow. That's why I wasn't sure. I would have loved it on the orange. I'm almost debating. What do you think? Put a little bit of this green in that yellow. Let's just see. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We're gonna try. Get the yellow on. Oh, maybe. Let's see. What do you think? Let's... my whole hand. Let's go somewhere where I can go over it. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll put some of that green in there. Good old Pebbio. Yep. I'm going to pick this up so I can... Maybe it might be easier for me. white. A little bit of that green. Yeah, I kind of like that green in there. I'm just tapping away here, guys, sorry. I guess I'll put it down there so you can see better. Can you see that better if I move it out there? I don't know if I like this yellow one. Really trying to get yeah, not liking the yellow one. I think because the color is hard to cover. I'm just tapping. It looks good. I'm just being, I guess, picky. I'm getting... Probably could have done the green underneath. Let me just flip it this way a little bit more. I think that's good. We'll leave that there. Like I said, that yellow was hard to... And we're gonna come in. I'm just gonna try and put a few more green ones in there. because the next layer will do basically white on here. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, we're gonna let that dry and then come back for our top coat where we put in a bunch of little ones. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, we are back. Now we are gonna do basic whites. I don't know, might put a butterfly on there. I can still do it, my friends. Wow. So we may put a butterfly in here somewhere. All right, so my littlest one. And here we go. We're gonna do mostly. I'm gonna start with the yellow one. I'm gonna do mostly white. Try and get my brush so that, there we go. I need a little bit more yellow maybe. Yeah, I'm not liking the yellow one. Should have went with my gut instinct and do the orange, even though I don't know if there is an orange one. Do, 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 do. Sorry guys, I just got an itchy nose. There we go. You don't have to put a whole bunch on this layer either. Just put it where you think you might need to fill in some of the holes. I think that's it for the yellow. I'm not gonna go crazy. rinse this out. And let's carry on. We got the purple going. Let's do the purple. Bring some white down in here. Try and get some of it off the brush. And here we go. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. Like I said, just sporadic where you think. Oh, I don't even know if I got a smaller one of these. Yeah, I think this is the smallest one. Just tap it. That might be too light for my liking. Yeah, I'm just going to come over these. Just sporadically put them. It's a couple more. I don't want to go. That's good. Maybe one more here. And then we'll do the blue. All right. Get some. I need to brush some of this off. There's a big clump. There we go. And this one, it doesn't matter if there's the lines, but on the bottom, I wish I would have paid more attention. A little more white. Mixing it up. And you can always come back if you don't like that first petal. A couple more on the outer edge. I'm just going to turn this way so I can. Tell you, batteries, it is not the Energizer Bunny. All right, let's get in here. What is going on? Paint is drying. There we go. So I think that's, well, maybe we'll put a couple more over here. I think that's good. And then, I'm gonna rinse that out. Where did I find that green? All right, so now we're going to take one of these to make dots. You can use a paintbrush, but these are just as easy. These are stylist dot, do stylist dots. I'm just gonna take one here and see. Just gonna take the white and put them in the centers of the flower. We'll see if it, right? Just giving it a tap so there's not a big clump. And don't forget to put them in the back ones that do your highlighted ones first, and then you can go back in and differentiate the darker ones. Right, just gives that little extra oomph. And the ones in the back, I wouldn't go dark with it. See? Now we'll do the blue. Yeah, come in with the dark one, or the light one, and then kind of stagger it. So as it's getting lighter, you're going to put it on the darker ones. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Big clump there. Didn't want that on there. Now the yellow. Yeah, I'm not liking this yellow one. But it is what it is, right? I'm just putting dots because I can't even really define the flower parts in this yellow one. So this is my best work, my friends, as you could probably tell. But I haven't painted really since my husband had his stroke, and that's like 13 years or so ago. 14 years almost, probably. So I'm just picking it back up. Just put dots. It's just, like I said, it's abstract and it is an illusion most of the time. It's kind of hard to see where they... I think that's good for that. I'm going to give that a rinse off, wipe it off. Now, butterfly. We'll put a butterfly here. We will do, let me get a smaller flat brush so I can do a little one. Sorry, my brushes are way on the other side of the table. No, I got our big ones there. There, that's a smaller one. So this one is a number 4. This is, oh, Royal and Langnickel. So that's a, just want to make sure it's good. Okay, because it was all hard. Oh my goodness. I have to be careful because it come apart. That's weird. That's a Royal and Langnickel. That's my expensive brushes. But this is probably the cheaper version of it, maybe. All right, so to do butterfly, it is like a double loaded method, which would be kind of like Donna Dewberry. I'm almost tempted to do one in the middle of that flower, but we're gonna go right up in here so it's kind of perched in here. You'll load your brush. We're gonna load it with white, and loading it means like, and you wiggle it back and forth to get the paint in there. We will do, let's bring the yellow up. It'll tie the yellow. So then I put it in the corner. Do you see how it's just on the corner? And then you bring it over here and you, this way, in this way. Do not flip it, because then you'll have just one big color. So I'm going to put more white on the white side, more yellow on the yellow side, so they're half and half. I had to look, I almost had to, like that. So you want your brush to be very pointy, would be the word. Oh, this might be bad, guys, because I haven't done this in a long, long time. You want your color on the outside, white on the inside, and we're going to go straight up and down, and then bring it and do a little curl like that. Put more paint on that brush because that is dry. Grabbing some more white, just like I did, and some more yellow. I'm blending it just a tad, but you want to make sure there's straight up. And this one you want it to be a little bit, we'll redo this one because it, and straight back up. There. So I'll reload that again, just because you want to make sure it's going to cover the first time that you do it. Okay. And then we'll do another one. And this one's going to be a little bit smaller. Don't press so hard. And back up straight. See? Wing, wing. And then I'm going to make it so that it's flat. And then we're going to do a couple little tails. Straight up and in. Straight up and in. And that's it. I'm impressed. That actually turned out. Maybe we'll do another one. We're going to change the color up. Maybe we'll do, wonder if I can do it right here. Let's see if we can do a blue one. Load up the white. Corner of the blue. Pick up quite a bit of that blue if you can. And then do the same. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hoping you can see this. And then do the same. Back and forth. Back and forth. You want all that paint in there. And then come back in and pick up more of that blue. Here we go. We're going to do one right, maybe right here. Straight up. Wish me luck. Oh, what is it sliding? There, okay. Straight up. Bring it down. Do it again. I might put more paint on that. And this one you want it to be a little smaller. And then we're gonna like that. Isn't that awesome, guys? There's so many things you can do with this. It's crazy. Okay, so I kind of washed that brush out. We're done with that. Now I want to use those little liners that I had, which is these, not a round brush, but we call them a liner, so that you can make fine lines. This one, like I said, these are from the dollar store. I don't even know what they're calling it. They're calling these a round brush, but a liner. Where's my liner? I didn't plan to do this, guys. That's why I'm all got myself kerfuffled here. All right. So this comes in a big kit. So they're all these sizes. Now the longer it is, the thinner the line you might get. But I'm going to use this guy. This one is the 20/0. I'm going to take my black. I'm going to take a little bit of water, pull it over to the side, and try and thin it out a little bit with some more water. And then we're going to, I'll bring it up to you because I'm not sure if you're seeing it. And then we're going to roll it so that it comes to a point. We're going to go here into this one. We're going to make the body. Right? That's it. We're going to, actually, let's use our little dots again. Where did I put them now? I'm losing my brain. And they're different sizes, right? The dots. So I'm going to try and take the biggest one I can. And we're going to do the head. Like that. Then I'm going to come back with that liner again. And do... Ooh. The antenna. That was too thick. Those antennas are too thick. But there's your butterfly, my friends. Now you can outline all of that if you desire. I like it just the way it is. And then we're gonna do this handsome devil up here. Hopefully the black will come out on the... Yeah, there we go. And we will do the head. And I'm just going to use this and see if we can do a line. Oh yeah, that's even better. Done. Now, we're going to come in and try to do... Because I know you guys are all going to chirp me about not putting leaves in here. So I'm going to take this green, water it down, and maybe do some curlicues. Let me make it green here to do it properly. So green. That's a lot of green. I'm just going to use this brush to mix it up. Green, this green, and a little bit of white. Bring in some water because we want to water it down so you can I don't know if I like that color. Let's bring it up here so we can water it down. To water it down, you get the better. I'm going to get rid of that brush. And I'm going to try the bigger one here, the longer bristles. Wet it. And twist, roll it, load the brush up, roll it, and let's see if we can do it. This is such an afterthought that I shouldn't probably be doing it. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Oh well, it is what it is, my friends. So there you go. My version of the hydrangeas. It'll get better with time, but I do love the little butterflies. They turned out amazing. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed today's little painting video. And if you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. We're getting close. I'm almost at 80,000. I want to get to that 100. And yeah, if you like what you see, give it a share. And in my description box, I will link everything I used here today. The brushes, the paints, the canvas, everything. And also in my description box, I have the links to my Amazon shops. I have which I'm an affiliate with. I have the links to where to purchase TriArt liquid glass. I have the links to Fundy molds with a discount code. I have a link to Let's Resin with a discount code of Sherry M10, capital S, capital M. I also have the links to Crystal Resin. Also have the links to my two amazing Lorez distributors from Canada, Michelle from Artworks Resin Canada. And my discount code for Michelle is Sherry Molten 10, capital S, capital M. And my Lorez distributor from the States, which is Laura, and also my Glitter Guru. My discount code for Laura is all capital letters, is Sherry Molten 10. And with that, I have my PayPal link if you choose to help support my addiction to crafting. That would be appreciated. And with that, my friends, I'll see you on Sunday with a bling bling. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great Friday. Bye.